All right, so today we are talking about how to have unbreakable, unshakable confidence. As coaches, our goal is to have enough confidence that we can give it to our ideal clients. And when you're able to do that, then they're going to want to work with you. So we're going to be focused on what does that actually look like in terms of the ways to get it, why we don't feel as much confidence as we can, and specifically the steps that it takes in order to get more confidence quickly, because that's what allowed us to be able to attract 588 coaches into our program over the last few years, launch 15 online courses, two-time best-selling author, and be able to do live events. I do at least 100 live events every year between in-person and virtual. We just had our PCS boot camp, you know, uh, within the last week. So I'm going to be sharing how to be able to get that unshakable confidence. All right. So let's jump right into it now. The reason we don't have confidence is, well, you'll say, well, it's I don't think that I can help the people that I'm looking to help. Right. Which means that there's some sense of imposter syndrome that we have. And the reason I do that is because when you really think about what imposter syndrome does, it it's signal to our brain, well, I don't feel like I'm worthy or qualified to help the people that I know that I can help. Think about that. What's telling you that? What's making you feel like you're not qualified to help the people that you in this coaching business for, right? Well, a lot of it is because we have not uh, thought about the results that we've gotten in that area, right? Because why would you want to fake or fraud or act like you're able to do something that you're not? Especially in this day and age where transparency is winning, authenticity is winning. So you don't have to act like you can help somebody else, right? That you really can help. I remember, one of the things that it was on my mind was like, yo, I can't really help people if I'm not making $1 million a year. I'm like, nah, I ain't seven figures. So what kind of business advice is somebody going to want to listen from me? And that came down to my ignorance of not thinking about, well, I can actually help people, although I'm not already at the quote unquote. I mean, it's way that million is nothing, but because I'm not at this pinnacle that I think I should be in order to be able to help people. But the reality of this situation is I need to help people that has not gotten the results up to where I've gotten at this point. So I remember that. So I started off wanting to help people, make money, generate income, and nobody was signing up. And I'm like, yo, damn, why is nobody signing up? And I realized it's because I didn't have the results to show for it. So because I didn't have the proof, and I didn't show any proof, because you could have proof but still feel bad that nobody's signing up, because you have not demonstrated the proof, right? Because I know coaches, people that have been in the coaching business for months or for years, still having a hard time trying to get consistent clients. And one of the big things they're missing is their lack of ability of showing proof. People need to see that you can actually do what you say you can do. It's not enough just to be giving tips or just giving a little advice here or there. And all I see you do is little reels and little clips here or there. That's not going to be enough for somebody to say, oh, no, you can actually do what you say you can do. And you got to show it to them over and over and over and over again. And guess what? When you do that, more people are going to be attracted to you. And then guess what? Once they become clients, and they start working with you, guess what that says to yourself? Oh, people actually do want what I have. So it's not that you can't help people. A lot of times is you're not going about the right strategy in order to help people. And that's how my confidence got up over the years. I started helping people create these programs. And then once I started doing that and helped them be able to do some speaking, then I started getting better with content. I'm like, I bet. Now I'm working with them, the content. I'm getting better with the content. I know how to position things right. I know how to get to the point. I know how to tell stories. I know how to do these things. So I'm getting better. Now I'm teaching people. Great. Boom. Okay. I got this content thing down. Now, it's like, okay, then I started learning about lead generation, and then I started running some ads, and okay, this is how you do it. Okay. This is the funnels, and this is how you take somebody from, click the close and book the appointments. Okay. I'm learning. Okay. Oh, I'm booking appointments consistently. Boom. Now I got that. I could teach you how to do that, teach you how to do the lead generation. Boom. Then I started getting some sales and then getting clients. I'm like, okay, this is how you do sales. And then I signed up for some sales programs, and I'm learning. And then I start making sales consistently. And then I start I'm able to go full time, and then we've been full time ever since. But how do I go from somebody who didn't even have the confidence early on to help people, thinking I had to make all of this money or had to have all this success before I can help people, to being able to, you know, help hundreds of people through our program, help thousands of people just in general, and that's just coaching individuals, and and continue to do these events and help people. It's because I started with where I'm at. I started with where I was at, which is really important. So the biggest takeaway from this is, even if you got to help people for free to get your confidence up, do that. I do that with our members, our clients, all of the time. They just coming in and they've never had anybody go through their program before. I'm like, look, you can charge little or you can charge nothing at all, because it's not about making the most amount of money right now. It's about you getting results and you being able to say and get testimonies and say, look, these people went through my program. These people got the results. It could be you too. And the more people see that over and over and over, and the more that they start to trust that you can get this result, that is the very thing that's going to make somebody say, I'll give you a try. Boom. And you know what? I'm willing to pay. And then over time, as you formulate your process and your program and your systems get better and you help people get results faster, it might have took you 3 months for somebody to get a result. Now you're able to get them a result in 2 months. Now you're able to get the result in 1 month. Right. So I'm always looking at, how do I get people results faster and quicker? I'm leveraging AI. We're leveraging tech. I'm pulling in resources to get people accountability faster, get people resources faster, try to get them to be able to run the ads faster. Like if they got to run it themselves, like I showed them how to do it. And the goal is I want you to get results as fast as possible. So now we got members that are getting clients within their first 7 to 14 days of them coming into the program. Imagine getting clients your next 1 to 2 weeks, right? How? Because I'm always obsessed with getting people results faster. Those results is what's going to get them more confidence, but it continues to increase my confidence too, right? Because now I'm like, all right, cool. Like I know it's working even more, it's working even better, it's working even more, it's working even better. And then boom, that's going to be the very thing that now I can put these results on a pedestal, and then I can say, yo, look, follow this process, and then these are the things that's going to be like it's going to be an upward spiral. So that's really the biggest thing. So then somebody says, okay, Terrell, this all makes sense, I got it, help people to get me more confidence, get them the result, don't worry about getting all the money in the world right now. Great. But where do I find the clients? How do I find people? How can I get the confidence in order to do what you're telling me to do if I don't have the client? Which would be a good question. So we want to start from just focusing on whoever's in your network right now. Like most of us have people that were already around, or that we've already given advice to, that we can help. So if you just go to them and say, look, I have a program now, I'm going to take you through a specific process. This specific process, the goal is to get you a result. And look, I'm going to charge you 1/10 of what I would normally charge. Or you can say, look, I'm willing to just do this complimentary for right now. And, but in exchange for a testimonial, or in exchange for a referral. And you could get referrals of paying clients that way too. So these are the different strategies that you can use, but that's literally how I would start. Start off with the people you giving advice to. Start off with the people that are in the groups that you're in. Maybe you in certain Facebook groups, or maybe you in certain nonprofit groups, or it could be a church, or it can be anywhere, right? But these are people that you've identified, like, okay, I can actually help these people. So then you focus, you can do it that way. It could be your followers, on any of the social media platforms you are, any platform that has the ability to connect with people, like direct message. Those are going to be good opportunities to have conversations with those people. But the goal is just get some people going through it, making sure that you reach out every day. If you're not, this is going to be a consistent effort, right? You have to be able to reach out. You can't wait for somebody to come to you and think that, okay, that's going to be enough effort for you to be able to take somebody through your program and be able to make money consistently doing this. You're going to have to prove your results by helping people, putting in the effort, putting in the work, in order to get the people. And that may mean you got to reach out to 25 people every day. It means you got to comment. That means you got to have conversations. That means you got to reach out. That means you got to text. That means you have to email. Hey, can I help you? Hey, would you like some feedback on that? Like, and we have like scripts and stuff that we use too. Maybe I'll teach that on a different training. Or if you come into our program, then I'll teach you that in detail. But at the end of the day, show me your calendar. Show me how many appointments you got, because those appointments is going to lead to people coming through your program, which is going to lead to them getting results if you actually have put together step by step of what they need to do, which is going to lead to you feeling more confident in yourself that, oh, what I have actually works for other people. And then that is how you're going to get more confidence. And then that's how you're going to be able to build your business. All right. So with that being said, if this is interesting, go ahead and give this some likes, give this some love. And if you actually want some help with this process, go ahead and put coach me in the comments. Go ahead and drop coach me. We on our Facebook group was good. And then also our school community and YouTube. Just go ahead and put coach me, and then I'll go in here afterwards, and then I'll look at my calendar and see if I have some time available, and I'll just answer your questions for a few minutes if you actually really want to go about doing this process of what we said today. All right, but other than that, continue to be great, and don't give up on this. Don't give up on this. There's a lot of people in this world that need what you have, and your skills just have to catch up. Getting confident is a skill. Courage is a skill. These are things that you can actually do, but it's going to happen through consistent action. It's not going to just happen by continuing to watch more videos. You can read, you can watch as many podcasts as you want, but you got to get in the game. You get in the game and it's going to happen. Slow motion is better than no motion. Let's work.